Hi guys. My problem is that I want to talk about something very personal and I don't know if I feel comfortable doing it right here. Hi. It is a very weird video for me to make because it's a big step for my life, and also I know it's a video that for various reasons I cannot upload for a while. Today it is Thursday 9th of January 2025. I am about to quit from my full-time job as a manager in a big company after 3.5 years. I wanted to document this moment because for me that's a big moment and I want to explain why. Let's do a little story time. I came in the UK 4 years ago, 4.5 to be exact, to study, and I'm coming from a family that did everything to raise me on a low income. Very soon I realized that studying was not something very familiar to me, and I genuinely did not know how to act around it. Even if for some people that sounds so stupid, I genuinely did not know how not to work in order to just focus on my studies. And as every single human being, I found comfort on falling back into familiar patterns and habits, and for me that was working my ass off. I started working in the company that I'm about to resign from right now 3.5 years ago. I walked into this company with a lot of experience in hospitality, trying to get a position as a waiter. Funny enough, when originally I applied for the job as a waiter, my CV was seen and neglected. I had to be recommended from people that used to work with me and they worked there at the moment, to the restaurant manager that the place had, in order for me to get a chance for an interview. September 2021, I got the position there. At the moment I was still studying on university. I did not have on my mind that this is going to be a career for me. Fast forward to 2022, summer, that I gave up. I was going through a very rough time mentally. I found it very difficult to cope with studies and the job. Dropping out for me, it felt so weird. After I dropped out and I stopped feeling like I failed someone, and I gave myself all of the advices that I would give anyone when they were just 21 and they don't know what they're doing, they don't know what they want to do. I would never ever go to someone on the age of 21 and I would say, you destroyed your life by dropping out of university. So I decided not to do it for myself that if you dropped out of university, you might as well use this time you have spare on your benefit as much as you can. I started working an extreme amount of hours, and my aim was not to become the employee of the month, but to become the best version of a supervisor that the place had. Call it an ego thing, call it, I don't even know if I reached it, but looking back I'm so proud for the work I put in, for the effort I put in, and for the person and the manager or leader that I became. People around me possibly got affected by the amount of hours I was having at work. I wouldn't say that work became my priority back then, but it became something that fulfilled my cup quite a lot. And I could see myself building a career that I didn't really know for how long I'm gonna have it, but I wanted it to be a very successful chapter of my life. In 1 year I got 3 promotions. Every single time I say this out loud, I just wanna give myself a hug. I was lucky enough to have people around me that were willing to teach me the knowledge that they gained from the experience they had. It was possibly one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had. I know that for some people being a manager in hospitality, no matter how big or small the company is, doesn't mean anything. For me, success means I got out of my comfort zone. I did not give up even when circumstances made it so easy. I swallowed every hard pill that was passed to me at times. I let myself be wrong. I had the courage to own up to my mistakes. I continuously agreed on one thing, that I know that I don't know and I have to learn. If any of my team members see this video, because I know that a lot of them, they support me a lot. You taught me more than I could as your manager teach you, even if I tried for years and years and years. Fast forward to the last year, I got burned out and tired a lot. All of a sudden, my need was to have some more time for myself. The job I have that has given me so many benefits in every single way I could possibly think of did not allow me to create the life I want anymore. Possibly and simply because the job was not really what I wanted anymore, or because other things came into my life that made my heart beat faster. Today it's time. I'm not just quitting the job, I am relocating as well. I moved abroad in the UK when I was 18, and last year I turned 23. I'm planning to relocate. I will go to a bigger city for the first time in my life. I'm not planning to find another job. I know that for some of you this might not be groundbreaking, and that's fine, but for me it is. And I worked so hard in order to be able to give myself a break. It is a blessing. It is a blessing that I'm so grateful for, because I know so many people out there, they have such a huge need to take that break. I could just move back home and live with my parents and not pay rent, and which it would not be the case in my family. I would definitely contribute, but you know what I mean. And then, figure out myself. But no, I want to see life's responsibilities, but I want to see what fulfills my cup as well at this moment. And I want to see how life is when you do something that your heart is, again, really passionate for. At some point, I was genuinely happy with my job. And I know the feeling. I know the feeling of being so proud and happy to go to work, to wake up, to go back to the place, to go back to work, to the working week. And I want to feel this again. I literally resigned.